It has been a rough journey. My country is under attack, attacked by an unknown virus. A virus that is destroying and threatening our lives in a very crucial way. February 2020, the first coronavirus has been recorded in South Africa. Who knew that this pandemic was going to take control of our lives like that? All we hear from our governments, wear your masks, sanitize, social distancing, is that all they can tell us? We have questions that are not being answered. My name is Tato Malunga. I live in Soweto, a township in South Africa. I'm about to shed some light. Brace yourselves as I'm about to tell the untold stories. This is a journey of the plight of my people.
I am from Eastern Cape, and my family resided all the way to KZN in Pangini. But then I actually grew up in Durban, where I was staying with my mother, which is deceased. It's like 10 years now. So now I left in Pangini and came seeking for work in Joburg, and that's where I'm at now. We've been running a car wash since it's 2 years now. This is the second year. No, last year was the second year. This is supposed to be the third year we are running our car wash. And then I think it wasn't in the system as we were trying to start small until things they go big, but that wasn't the plan. It's really hard. Joburg is not as easy as ABC. As everyone might think that if you come to Joburg, you're going to score big. It's not as easy as ABC. So we're stuck. We're practically stuck with nothing at all. So we're just trying to find a way forward. Hopefully, we are hoping that the country or this pandemic, at least it starts slowing down with the virus, and then we'd see our way where we're going to go. But then for now, we're just hoping that things would come right, you know. I had my aunts that were my mother's friends, in fact, from overseas. They are the ones that are taking care of me and my boys. They are the ones actually helping me out due to this pandemic, because there's actually no one else out there. Yes, right now we don't have no source of income at all. So we're just getting by, you know. It's just trying to hustle, looking for employment, which no one is even hiring now. So we don't have nothing at all. Nothing at all, as I'm saying. To be quite honest, I'm not going to lie. I was shattered, you know. It broke everyone, because I know I'm not the only South African that's suffering out there. And besides being a South African, everyone, we're all going through a hard time. But those news, they actually broke me, I'm not going to lie. You know, when you are trying to make something work, because our car wash was actually a small business. It wasn't there yet where we wanted it to reach level heights. It was just something small for me to put food on the table for my kids. So it was like a bummer, which up until now, no one knows who stands where and where to even step, because now it's like we have to be stepping on eggshells. I've applied everywhere. I'm not going to lie to you. Ever since the pandemic, we've been applying. I've been faxing, Facebooking, calling, you name it. But then nothing has came to our avail, nothing. No food parcels, no nothing. You know, we even lose hope of even applying for this social grant for 350, because we know that we're not going to get it. It's quite pointless. So now we have to fight and fend for ourselves. Indeed, we know that going outside, we're putting ourselves at risk. But then what can one do? Our kids are hungry. We all are. You know, I'm emotionally drained out, physically. I cry continuously, I pray continuously, and it seems like nothing is working at all. I cry every day, thinking that God, at least help us with something. Touch your people's heart. At least let someone try and touch those who need it most. We've got nothing. Nothing at all. It's breaking us as a family. It's continuous arguments, continuous fights. The yelling never stops. Especially for my kids. You know, for kids not being able to go outside and play, it really hits them hard, and it hits me as a parent, because you know what, knowing that I can't provide for them nothing at all, it really hurts. I'm not going to lie to you, it really hurts, because it's a continuous of fighting every day. I lose my temper now and then, but then you just have to compose yourself and say, you know what, we're going to get through this. But then the real question is how and when, if ever, we will get back on our feet. Like how and when? And that's $1 million question which we can't even answer. Food parcels are going out there, but then it's just not getting to the people that they need it, or the community at all. So I don't think it's about stigma of higher crime of the area that one is. It's just pure greed. That our councillors, they're not looking out for their members. They're not, because if they were, something is supposed to be done until this day.
I'm from Katlehong, ko East Rand. And ko fitleng ha ka mo job ke fitlile 2001. That is when I started mosebetsi o ko etsang. Ke dula mo maboneng. Ho ba aware ka this COVID-19, yes, re aware, and we've just decided to look past it for the sake of money and the rent, the flat and stuff. The measure, see, is something that, like I said, we will have to look past them. Like, risky is something it's a reach, like, how because there is no way, I can't give a physical touch with the person. So it's something we look past it. Maponisa, ke yona problem ya rona haholo. But to be very honest with you, we give out to Lebon. And Mutiari is Bakasi Reki, but by Rekalbon. If Mshomu battle tola strating, Kanakol Otsi Jongore, Hawatlamela Obi strating Kayona, and then all you can do is to baby get alpha something, and then Bonge Boise flats in somewhere, and that's that. Ibe business maybe was a country was a mankayo. About drop a control. When it comes to thinking about testing, it's something more like renka, like in HIV, like most of us. Reaches it's a man. AIDS before nearly something in its horse, but here we are. And then now COVID-19, it's something that will come like HIV AIDS, then or maybe a cure ya teng le yona e tla qene sa tsholahala, or moriana o leng hore e tla khona hore e keep like the ARVs. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. When it comes to testing, yes, I did test it once, but now maybe research through the social media story. Somebody who's infected by COVID-19, money, like it's something that will just make you go straight to bed and die. This pandemic affects a lot when it comes to decline. It's not like before, you understand, because people are now scared, or is she infected or what? Since re kopana le batho ba different on a daily basis. If you wanna find out from me about what the president said about this lockdown thing, to be honest with you, I was like fuming, because I thought he's selfish and self-centered, only thinking about himself and not the rest of us. My biggest fear, to be honest with you, is going hungry and not having money the way I used to. Understand that? But again, we always have a way to get the clients rona, the control ya rona, or rona recording from Zayona. It's a plan. Because I have a choice. But I don't wish on stage 5. When I say the government is selfish about all this, I think he could have thought about this way before, because it's not now that we hear about COVID-19. Since from December, we heard that China is affected by this. That is when he was supposed to close all the borders, make sure that this COVID-19 doesn't come anywhere near us. Then for him to let the disease in the country, then suddenly starts to giving us all these lockdowns, which I don't understand. We need to survive beside everything. We can't just sit at home and do nothing. Yes, we are in stage 4, which we don't know when we're gonna reach stage 1, whereby everything will be back to normal. When it comes to the whole Sisonke, this organization here, the sex workers, I, on my behalf, ha ke so ka ke ya and ke yo utlwisisa hore ke eng ntho ba ka re thusang ka yona, cause I believed hore mohlomong I can manage ka dikhoneng tsa ka beside ke yo hlopha motho o mong, cause I know really line le teng e tle be le telele wa di tseba ntho tsa mahala ke re hore ha di tle easy, you'll have to o di emele, or sometimes di tsholwa ke bao be leng hore ba na le lucky. I think the funding still, I think all over the TV and everywhere, you can see what I think batho be leng hore are getting those things are selected or not the lucky ones, you understand? Because, okay, as for grant, I don't see myself going for a long queue for 350 ka kgwedi, where else I can do that with 1 or 2 people, you understand? So it's something that I don't see myself doing it.
My name is Katlego Mashile, and I'm from Shawela, Extension 3, and I attend school at Almond Technical High School. I only stay with my grandma because my grandfather passed away last year, and then both of my parents, I think, passed away at around when I was 2 years old. What do I want to be? I think firstly I wanted to be an author, start writing books and things, and then maybe I could open a business and be an entrepreneurship. My favorite subject is business studies. Every time when I look at the window while trying to study, I see my friends maybe making noise outside, or I don't know, maybe playing football or something, and I get intimidated to go out. I know that it's deadly and everything, how it spreads through people and through, what can I say, maybe breathing and touching, but I don't have a lot of info about it. As they said in the national TV, that the virus is very dangerous and it could spread through people easily. So yeah, I won't be very comfortable about it, because maybe somebody from school might have it, or maybe the teachers might be having it. Yeah, it has affected me in a very bad way. I feel like I won't even be able to make it this year in matric, since I won't be there aren't any studies, and we ain't going to school. Most of the times I get data from my grandmother. She's the only person who provides me with data. I'm a kid who understands better when the teacher explains a few things to me. And then when the president told us about the lockdown, I felt very disappointed and sad. I didn't know what I would do, because it's very hard studying on your own. Yeah, I do get resources, but only from 2 subjects, I guess. But I think that's English and life orientation, and the other ones I download them for myself. Well, I feel very sad because I feel like I want to do more for my grandmother, and well, she's the one who's doing things for me for now, since I'm still at school. But and the lockdown and everything, I don't think I'll be able to support her when I'm done after school. Yeah. Well, at first, I thought of maybe if they could, I don't know, make a platform whereby all the matric students register there, and then maybe they could go house to house and try to test them, and then maybe they could open a facility whereby they all go there and study until they finish their studies. Yeah. Well, it has been very hard because whenever I'm studying or maybe I'm learning, I sometimes come up with questions that I need to ask the teacher. So I can't ask the teacher online, or the tutor who's tutoring me online. I can't even get a chance to ask her or him. Well, the form of communication that I'm receiving is that we get work from WhatsApp from the teachers, and we also submit it through daily activities. Okay. Yeah, we do have DSTV, so I sometimes use it, but I find it not convenient because they are not explaining things in a very understandable way. Yeah, I think COVID-19 has changed my life because nowadays we have to live with masks on our faces, sanitizers, and even at the public places, we can even be crowded. Like we can be in crowded places. Yeah, so it has changed my life really big.
Unokuzola ukhulele Netherlands. Ngikhuliswa ugogo nomkhulu. I'm a brand ambassador ngapha ngiyasihasilela. Then there's any brand isenza idila ngama lotions, perfumes and all that. So ngiyazithengisa lezo zinto lezo. So nayo into enginikeza i-income akabani. So kwaba ukuthi mangifonela abantu basesenza bangitsho ukuthi yo siyavala njengoba kuvala. So there's no way ukuthi uthola stock. So nalento leyo akaba ukuthi iyangistressa bese ukuthi abantu bafaka ama-order kuzoyenzakalani. Kumele simele until lockdown iphele ukuthi bathole into zabo nana, and the more ngithengisa the more nami ngithola imali. So mangathengisi, mangaperformi, mangayenzi izinto, like there's no income, akunamali engiyitholayo. So ingistressile lento leyo kakhulu futhi rent yami ngiyibhadala ngani because ama-stand bangathi hayi sisi ngifuna iphelele ukubona. So yeah, i-corona like it's affected sonke kahle kahle. Ayikhethanga ukuthi ama-artist or like wonke umuntu because nama-companies amakhulu nabantu abasebenza endaweni ezi-right, abanye baba-retrenchile, abanye babasendela ukuthi babuyise ama-laptop, umsebenzi, ntontontontonto. So yona nje like imosha i-economy yethu, and asikho shona khona ukuthi iyophela nini. Likely khona abantu asebabuyela emsebenzini at least, but thina ama-artist siyogiga bani, siyogiga kuphi, I mean sigigela abo bani, siphefumela abo bani, because there's no way ukuthi sizoya ngiphefumele abantu laba ngimentionile earlier ukuthi bagcwele i-stadium nani, there's no way. So masohlala ekhaya singagigi, then what? Yabona. So it happened ukuthi before i-lockdown iqala kahle kahle bengine tour ne-government, besiya to a different province, then besiya Northern Cape, besesendleleni Northern Cape, then kwaba ukuthi sidla i-breakfast e-Northwest, sisho ukuthi from la ayivele sishaya straight, sisanda kanjalo kwangena i-phone call, basibuza ukuthi sinukuphi, sathi sise-Northwest, bathi yo yazini whatever niyenzayo lapho maniqeda sicela nibuyele emuva. Like we so disappointed, sivele safumoya nje kwaba ukuthi yo like kamampela sesila halfway, at least ngabe bathi sasikasi yeah, but sise-Northwest sisiyakhona lapha e-Northern Cape. Kwaba ukuthi siyajika, yasazi-ke nathi siyaposta kwi-data ukuthi yo kabuhlungu kanje, yo wasibulala corona, yabo into ezinjalo. So yeah, isikhawathile kahle, like yo isilimazile ngafuthi camabanga. Bengistress. Well, ngisastressa namanje. It's ingathi bengistress. Ngisastressa namanje. As an artist for me, nisay glam. Yo, angazi, angifunda mama. Angazi shame. Angazi because vele into engizibuza ukuthi okay, le lockdown iyophela nini? What's going to happen? Okwamanje angina plan, but khona izinto nyalo bengisazihlanganisa. Ngizobona ukuthi ngiphelelisa because angifuni ukuhlala nje ngigive up kwabana. Like kumele ngibhadale lapho nalapho, kumele ngizifeede nami self. Ngibuzile around, then khona omunye umngane mangisendela like information ukuthi bafuna ukubasendela any information nge-WhatsApp, semsa this number for in this number lana ngayisave vele efonini ngaba-texta. Then since delivered abangiphenduli because bebathe leyo yokuqala ngazi inumber bayitshentshile, so there's another one. Let's two iyo le abangangiphenduli kuyo. Since yaba delivered angatholi any feedback from one. So bebathe ilona yakhona izoqala nge-11 zindlulile and abangangiphenduli. So yeah, yes there is imali ezophuma, but sizoyithola na? I-question besizibuza ukuthi sizoyithola na? Because abanye i-feedback abangiphendula bathi kuyafana, sizoyenza leyo message leyo, then what? Usho kangakanani ukuthi vele sothola usizo from leyo nto leyisizama ukuyenza? Ngathi masingagive up, masizameni, maybe ngingafika kwabanye abantu then babe khona like babe neplan ukuthi basincede ngaleyo nto leyo. So kwaba khona abangisendelayo vele ama-video yes abangitshengisile ukuthi umsebenzi wabo vele ubalulekile kubo and ba-affected. So yeah. Bengikhulume nomcebo lo emazulwini because khona i-text bangisendele yona ukuthi there's this number yama-food parcels yena uyithole kuma Deborah. So ngathi okay hayi ngizozama ukubasendela i-text nami-ke because babathe ama-artist yibo bazobanceda for this period of time ukuthi bathole ama-food parcels now. Naye uma ngibuza ukuthi uyisendile washo ukuthi abangangiphenduli because basendele i-text but abangireplyanga. So angazi-ke ukuthi amaphi ama-artist kahle kahle because naye uyi-artist enkulu already and she's well known. So angazi ukuthi amaphi kahle kahle ama-artist abakhuluma ngawo ukuthi azomthanda. And ama-artist kwaba nasibaningi akusithi kuphela ama-dancer, akusabantu abaculayo, akusabantu aba-actayo. Khona abantu aba-cartoonist, khona ama-graphic designer, like there's a whole lot of ama-artists out there. Oh mina ngisho ukuthi angeke ngigive up. Ngizozama ilike yami. Ngi-apply la bathi mina ngi-apply khona ngizobona ukuthi kwenzakalani after that because angeke ngihlali nje ngoba ngizwe ubani banathi akayitholanga. Ngizozama mina inhlanhla yami ngibona ukuthi ngiphelela laphi ngayo.
Ngafika la ngimncane mina. Bacela ukufika lana ngakhula until 37 years manje I'm 37 years. Ngafika la mina ngincela ngisasemncane. And then ngathola abantwana la. Ngaze ngashonela umntwana lana wahamba ngamanzi. Abantu like basincedisa kufika noma ubani like njengawe uyabuya usincedise sona. And then saphila until namhlanje ke kodwa basaphila ke abo ubaba nomama basaphila. Usisi wami uhlala eFreedom Park nomntana kithi ubhuti wami ukhona la. Mina ngihlala nabantwana bami nomama wami nobabami. Anginandoda ngishadanga I'm single parents. So siphila ngemali grant sithi sidla ngayo nje imali grant abantwana baphila ngemali grant until kwaze kwanamhlanje ke siloku sidla imali grant. Umama wami unabantwana abayi7.
Ninabantwana bayingaki?
Abantwana abayi5 baye esikoleni bonke. Just 2 abantwana bamabaya baye esikoleni. And then nalaba bashona lobababo umama wabo wabashiya sabuya sahlala nabo ke la ngoba nyeke sibalahla ngithi abantwana babhuti bami sihlala nabo la.
Asiyazi bhaseka sizwa ngabantu nje mabasitshela ukuthi livaleni la njalo nje noma siyenzani sigeza abantwana izandla noma badla bageza izandla. Angithi baze
Kumphanda kanjani?
bathi singaphuma estradeni sigada abantwana sihlalele ejardini sibamba abantwana.
Yeah, i-situation yakhona ibe yaba worse because asikwazi ukuya kasisi so ufuna noma yini esijwayele ukuya kuye njengoba sijwayele ukuya kuye sithi hayi awuzame lapha sina next edlina kuna next asithengele noma yini impuphu or ishebo sibuye nako since bathe sihlala emakhaya sayivalela siyasebenza ngefone or sometimes nginceda umntana ngithi leya uDocas uyo yesibheka efonini yakhe eayoba sibheka lapho ukuthi maybe beka lokathina thina hayi lana yezisiphila so difficult ndawo yala ayikho right nje ayikho healthy for thina nje abantu bala ayikho right sihleli because akunalapho esoya khona sihleli nje njengoba the yena ufakile imali ukuthi umuntu mangaba kasebenzi ahamba yothola imali leyo 350 leyo asazi ukuthi sithola kanjani ngoba abantu makufika ukudla thina basiphi ngoba bathi sihola abantwana abaningi bapha bona bathi thina basiphi ngoba sihola abantwana abaningi anyeke sithole grocery leyo sincedwa yini manifika or huyo lo baba makafika phela or yiyo le mali grant phela so le ukuthi kuzoza ama truck alethe ukudla njengoba khulumile upresident asikutholi thina ngoba bathi sihola kakhulu sihola imali eningi sizala kakhulu sihola imali eningi anyeke sithole ukudla lokho lo upresident athe umunye nomunye angakuthola.
Sound? You rolling? Okay, please, lady. I'm rolling. One, slating.
Plight for my people, of my people, BNG Holdings, Koperi Dumeling, roll 5, slate 5, take 1.
Thank you. It's sharp, it's sharp. Market.
Kwasha umlomo.
It's sharp. Thank you. Okay, let's over to you, Tato, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, and go.
Katlego, your name, right?
Yeah.
Roll camera. Rolling. Sound.
Yes.
Over to you. Buddy.
Plight of my people, roll 2, slate 2, take 1.
Let's roll. Rolling. Thank you. Call it.
Plight of my people, roll 2, slate 2, take 2.
Over to you, Tato, in 5.
So, Anna.